go get your manager right now. No. What the hell did you just say to me? She asked. Why would I run and get my manager for you so you can get me into trouble? You can go and get him yourself. Hi guys, welcome back to the Quora Zone. Today we'll be reading from what is the rudest thing that a customer said while you were serving them. And our first post is from Michaela Noel Kinghorn. I work at Pizza Hut and the server takes phone calls for carryout or delivery orders. Well, it was late, maybe 10:30. I'm closing up the salad bar and getting ready to wheel the cart into the back. The phone rings. I answer it. Hi, thank you for calling Pizza Hut on Street. My name is Michaela. Is this order going to be delivery or carry out tonight? Delivery. Awesome, no problem. Can I grab your phone number, please? For orders, we take the phone number, name, address, and apartment number if needed. 999-999-9999. Not the real number, obviously. And your name? Dave. Not real name, I don't remember his name. Address? Insert street name I've never heard before. Awesome, 1 sec please. I tried to submit the order, but the computer told me that the address wasn't in our delivery zone. I relayed this info to the customer and he sighed. You must have put my address in wrong. I read it back to him. Is that correct? Yes. Tries again. Computer tells me that it can't connect to the server and verify the address. My computer is telling me the address doesn't exist. The man got frustrated. Is there someone else to speak to? I asked my manager to help, but he was very busy with something else and told me to help to the best of my abilities. I told this to the customer. I'd like someone who isn't incompetent to take my order, thanks. I was shocked. No one had ever called me stupid. My head drooped. Excuse me? Someone else. Get someone else. My manager came outside at this point and saw me struggling with the address. He gave me a questioning look and then said, that address isn't in our zone. I told the customer to give me a moment and covered the mouthpiece. I tried telling him that, but he just called me stupid. My manager then took the phone and dealt with the man. He then told me if anyone else called me stupid, to tell them to have a nice day and hang up the phone. You guys are people too, he told me. And I won't have my people treated badly. My manager is a good man. Right, there's an edit. So I just want to make a few things clear really quickly. I was very new to my job at the time. For everyone suggesting that I could have done in that situation, thank you. But I know that now. I was 3 weeks into this new job and I had no idea how to deal with difficult customers. I could better handle the situation now. Number 2, I did not lie to my manager about this customer calling me stupid. It's semantics. The man insulted my intelligence and didn't give me an opportunity to work with him on how to fix the situation. Our next post is from Anonymous. In college, I worked at KFC in Bangalore for about 5 months. In India, working in a KFC as a server is not something that anyone appreciates, and I didn't do it entirely for the money, but for the experience. One particular day, 2 young women walked into the store. It was a weekday evening and the store was relatively empty. It took approximately 15 minutes to place an order for 1 bucket of wings. I'm not a very patient person, so I was irked, but it was still going well. When I asked them to provide their PIN for the credit card payment, they both completely ignored me as they kept chatting. Because the system would time out after 2 completely ignored polite reminders, I just blabbed, "Excuse me, miss, but could you please provide the PIN and complete the payment?" They were both irritated with that, since that apparently was rude. They did ask for the machine to enter the PIN, but the transaction screen went off just before they could make the payment. When I re-swiped the card for the payment, they both started yelling, thinking I was overcharging them. I politely reminded them that a transaction previously had failed, so no cash would have been deducted. Both kept yelling for 2 minutes until one of them finally said, "You servers are so stupid and uneducated. No wonder you have to work in a place like this." I was hella pissed. I didn't make a scene or say anything, but I just said, "I'm an arts graduate student studying to obtain a triple major in journalism, psychology, and English, miss. I do this job to make a few extra bucks, but between you and me, you should do this job in order to learn some humility and some manners." Needless to say, I got fired that very evening, but as my store manager put it, the customer is always right. No regrets though. Our next post is from Jason Wan Lim. I was at a table waiting a very long time for an indecisive patron to decide on her meal, and I felt my phone vibrate in my pocket, coaxing it out just enough to see I could tell it was a person Wim I've been trying to contact all day. Perhaps I can give you a couple moments to decide, I said, just about to turn away. No, hang on, she said. What's better, the chicken salad or the steak sandwich? Well, it really depends what you're in the mood for. I feel like steak. Well, then I'd suggest the steak sandwich, I said. But I don't want anything heavy, she said, scrunching up her face. She turned to her friend at the table. Have you tried the shepherd's pie here? As they began to talk amongst themselves, I decided, F it, and answered my phone. Hey, bud, are you coming tomorrow night? Okay, perfect. Look, you gonna be around for a bit? Like 5 minutes, I just gotta get this order in. Excuse me, said my customer. Are you on your phone? I hung up quickly and slid the phone back into my pocket. Maybe, I said. I can't believe you did that. I've never even heard of a waiter answering the phone in the middle of taking an order. I should tell your manager what you did. That's not necessary, I said. He's already seen me do it. Are you being smart with me? She said, dropping the menu on the table. Go get your manager right now. No. What the hell did you just say to me? She asked. Why would I run and get my manager for you so you can get me into trouble? You can go and get him yourself. He's in the office at the top of the stairs. Oh my God, you're going to get it. The woman shoved her friend aside to get it out of the booth, then stormed towards the stairs. I smiled awkwardly at our remaining friends in the booth, then quickly turned towards the kitchen. I reached to the swinging door, past the expediting windows, up the back stairs, through the long hall, and into the office. I popped into the chair and spun around, just as angry face emerged at the door. Knock, knock. Excuse me, are you the manager? I turned around in this chair as slowly as possible, till we made eye contact. Yes. How can I help you? Are you kidding me? You're an asshole. So rude. Our next post is from Anonymous. When I was 19, I worked behind the front desk of a 5-star hotel in a very affluent area of Florida. Rooms are normally between $700 to $1,500 per night. I checked in a guest from Washington, D.C. It was very pleasant and we had a great conversation. During our conversation, I mentioned that my family was primarily in the coastal areas of New York and that they were all nervous about Hurricane Sandy. This is important. 3 days later, it was time for the guest to check out, but he had left his belongings in the room. The guest did not check out until 7 p.m., and logically we had to charge him another night. Since our housekeeping staff had gone home, we would not be able to sell the room. The guest lost it, screaming at our staff, slamming his fist on the counter. The whole show. Then he spotted me. With so much as disdain, he snarled, I hope that your family dies in that hurricane. My manager immediately grabbed the back of my suit jacket and pulled me into the back office because he knew what was coming next. I still get angry thinking about that guest. That's wild. Alright guys, that is all from the Quora Zone today. I hope you guys once again enjoyed the story, so don't forget to like and subscribe. Comment down below if you have any stories of your own, or even send it to my email, which I will then post and share your story to everyone else.